First and foremost, thank you for the congratulations. This new chiefdom signifies self actualization, that we are people on our own. We can do things on our own without due interference from outside, and we are happy with it. Uh, the most important thing is, or why we are so happy, most of us were having tested this freedom or were having this freedom before then. And along the line, this was taken away from our people. And now time has come, somebody has salvaged us. We are now on our own. And therefore, we are so grateful. You see the smiles on our people. You see how they are jubilating, how they are happy to see that what their forefathers were craving to have has come through His Excellency, the Governor of Adamawa State. Honestly, we are so grateful. We are more than happy. And we are indebted to him. Yes. As a society, really, we have our cultures and we will uphold it. Definitely. There are norms that really, when we are not on our own, there are infiltrations that maybe our children are not used to it. But for now, in fact, simply even some of our languages is getting extinct. And we are going to encourage our people that we need our children, they should know their history, they should know their background, and they should come back home by every standard. It's not only just language, even the way we live in harmony before, we have to dictate and see that uh, we see ourselves as Gombi people. Although we have about 5 ethnic nationalities, but when you see there are a lot of similarities in our there are a lot of things that we do in common, and therefore we must insist that our children get back to those yesterdays. Yeah, when you talk about peace and development, they are related because in the absence of one, the other one cannot work. Peace, you should find peace first before economic development. And that is just what we want to do, to see that people are in peace. And finding peace, as you know, Gombi is one of the local governments on the borderline, the 7 local governments. And this Zambisa forest has passed through part of Gombi between Garkida, Biu, and these are areas where this Boko Haram comes in. We want to see that we engage our security apparatus to see that people sleep with their 2 eyes closed. Uh, and people, as an agrarian chiefdom, people will go to their farms without any fear. That is what we are doing. As I was telling you earlier, when you came in, we were conversing. I said we have security meeting tomorrow, and that is we are working towards that. Economic development will come gradually. We are not lazy people in Gombe local government or Gombe chiefdom. Most of about 70 to 80% are farmers, and we engage in farming. When you go to Gombe on Thursday, you can see that for yourself. You see a lot of grains coming out from the hinterland. If we have the bedrock or we have that feast day of having peace without anything, then farmers will do a wonderful thing. In fact, even during last Salah, what I did was to engage about four outfits that I know we can receive homage with them. One is Khan and the Muslim Council. I brought them to be with me, and the Farmers Association, Amiyete Allah. You know, I did that strategically to see that they live in harmony. During the Salah homage, as I'm saying, these four groups were with me, and we are working towards that to see that there is lasting peace in the Chiefdom. That is the essence of leadership. We have to foster peace. And definitely, what we are lacking in this country as a whole, not only Gombi Chiefdom, is lack of peace. And there are a lot of things that attributes to this. First and foremost, we must see that the issue of insecurity is over. And since we have hierarchy in the leadership, we have the ward heads, we have the village heads, we have the district heads, up to the Kumu himself. The essence of this hierarchy, which even the white man respected, is still there, and we will see that they are functional. What you are asking is, you are talking about complete administration, and the little I know about administration is how people organize themselves, discipline their action in order to live a harmonious and prosperous life. And this fits into even a small organization or a bigger organization by definition. So what we do is first and foremost to see that we have organized ourselves. If we don't organize ourselves, the issue of leadership will be meaningless to us and senseless. And after organizing ourselves, we have to discipline our actions. Discipline our actions in the sense that we should respect each other, respect each other's religion, respect each other's tribe, and respect each other's professions. That is how we will discipline ourselves. And by that, we will live a harmonious and we will have prosperity in the Chiefdom. Yes, this one you are talking about structures. Actually, the creation of Chiefdom is a compliment to government because before the issue of government has come to stay, there were traditional institutions. And traditional institutions had been there. Come military, come democracy, the traditional institutions are everlasting. They stand any test of time. There is no way you can do away with the traditional institutions. If you look at even the revolutions we had worldwide, honestly, it was the traditional institutions that were able to calm some of this agrarian revolution and rest of them. The point, what I'm stressing here is that uh, we are there for the government. We are closer to the people. And when we make peace, that means government has little to do. It has little to do. What remains for government is to make developments. But the issue of upheavals and the rest of them should be left to the traditional institutions. I like the way uh, the governor or the former governor of Plateau is doing. Now, at the National Assembly, the issue of having the traditional institutions inclusivity in governance has gone through first and second reading, we will see that this thing passed through. Honestly, we need it. We need to be given responsibility, and we will be up to our responsibility. That will complement government efforts. Yes, we are working towards, for the issue is you should see that our biggest problem, most especially in the north here, is lack of education. And we must see that this out of school issue is tackled. Most especially when we were overrun by the Boko Haram, there were a lot of people who went out of school. And we must see that they are back for a better society. Apart from that, uh, the herders farmers clashing, we must see that we tackle it. And as I said earlier, that I insist and I will stand by it that Yeti Allah and the Farmers Association are brought together to make lasting peace. That will forge us ahead. And as I was saying too, uh, there are pockets of mineral deposits around the mountainous areas around Gaanda, Fota, Boga, and the rest of them. We have seen firms coming up. Uh, in fact, the last 2 months we issue about a letter of intent, consent to maybe two firms that they should go to the site and see if they can get the deposit in commercial quantity. We go to round table, we call them, let's make agreement and see what we can get out of it. We cannot be uh, sitting on a mineral deposit and we don't have the know how to see that we exploit it. So it should be give and take. The firm should come in, we agree, we get something out of it, they get something out of it. At the end of the day, everybody will have a cause to smile. The essence of a traditional ruler is conflict resolution by every standard. And as I was saying, is that it should be bottom up. We have a structure, and what I intend to do is that we now want to have the ward heads even issuing them with many handsets so that any conflict arising at the ward head, they should be able to get through. In an event they cannot handle it, they go to the village head and report. Why it fails at the village head, it can go to the district head and maybe ultimately to the Kumu table. We are not praying for that. So this is the structure I want to lay down. Like even the Kumu and the district heads, we had a platform so that we can interact. And as I was saying, the level of education and the rest of them, you find it very low at the Majibilla level and the rest of them. Some of them, most of them, and there is economic aspect that they don't have Android phones and the rest of them. But gradually, we will come to that. When you are talking about the youth, you are talking about the future of the society generally. And we really need the youth to complement the old age performance. I'm so lucky that when I was the secretary of the Council of Emirs and Chiefs, which I did for about 8 years, the issue of Sarkim Matasa which was uh, initiated by our chairman, Council of Emirs and Chiefs, that is Lamido himself. I was part of it. And I was the one that ran workshop for them, for the Sarki Matasa. And I really like that program. And we are lucky that even myself very soon, I will bring up Sarki Matasa. And I'm so lucky that even the districts I have, they have Sarki Matasa. And it will permeate down to the villages so that they can coordinate. So the issue of youth to be part of us is a necessity. It's a child of necessity. We have to do it so that we can get through. There is no school for experience, but they will do it. We will work hand in hand with the youth to see that our future will be bright. Yes, now Gombi is known for grains. That one is obvious. Market day is Friday, and Thursday is the grain market day. You go and see for yourself. The grains are there. What we will encourage is maybe find maybe a mini company for flour. And so fortunate for the past 2 months, we have started companies coming up for minerals deposit that are around the under Fota and the rest of them, as I said earlier. And they are looking for letter of consent. And that is a plus for us. We will work towards that and we will get out of it. Uh, as a leader, all you focus on is to see that you put smiles on the faces of your people. And you see that people are happy and are secured. And I'm working towards that. I swear that even a chicken in my chiefdom, I must take care of it. That is what Hausa people say. Yana da haki a wuyana. Even a chicken, yana da haki a wuyana. And I will see that people have their rights. Nobody is molested in any way. And everybody, most especially in the religious aspect, you practice your religion without let or hindrance. Everybody should be dignified. And everybody should have his right. I will insist on that.